Evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Meadow and Armagh Road News. I just wanted to start off with something quite basic, really, because the Meadow and Armagh Road is quite a big area, and the Armagh Road side probably just a bit bigger. So I wanted just to clarify constitutionally where our community association covers the exact areas. Um, because I know it's sort of a bit of a challenge and an issue when we're running anything to clarify, particularly on the Armagh Road end, where the association sort of starts and finishes. So we start on the Meadow side, Clanrye Avenue and Clanrye Park, Helen's Terrace, Oria Road, Slieve Gullion Road and Ivey Crescent, Derrybeg Drive, Killeavy Road, Balliner Gardens, and that's the Meadow side. And then we do Violet Hill Avenue, College Gardens, Mountain View Drive, Clonmore, Listara, and Larchmount. So they're the areas that are constitutionally covered within the Meadow and Armagh Road Community Association. So I know that obviously across the road we have Lucerne and Drumless and Drumgullion, Lisgullion, Listrum. But unfortunately, it's this side of the Armagh Road that we cover. So I just wanted to clarify that for anyone in case there's any confusion. I also wanted to talk about where we're based, because everybody calls us Whitegates Community Association, but we're the Meadow and Armagh Road Community Association, and our community centre is based at the Whitegates complex. And at the Whitegates complex, we have quite a number of businesses, some who've been there for many, many years. We have Carmel down there at main attraction, the hairdressers, and Carmel's been there for more years than any of us probably care to remember. A fantastic business. I'll be seeing her on Saturday morning to get this bop chopped. And we also have, I think that's the laundrette. That's the next picture. That's sort of at the back of the complex. It's a laundry and ironing service. It's been there for many, many years as well. And then we have the beauty spot, and that business has also been there, I think, for the guts of 20 years as well. So those businesses are sort of real anchor businesses that have been there for quite a long time. And then we have the deluxe. Those guys, I think they only do a couple of days a week. I think possibly a Saturday and maybe one day during the week. So they do car valeting, and they're very, very good. I can recommend them, and they're very reasonable. I've also used their services as well. And then, of course, we have the Kevin Bell Repatriation Trust offices, and you often see Collie there, particularly in the morning times. Collie's always there, or somebody's in the office, and that's another, not a business, but a fantastic service that's based at the Whitegates complex. We did have a supermarket, which is now closed, and there are a few other units that are empty that we're really hoping will become occupied in the near future. But it's such a fantastic wee community hub, and those businesses are well supported. But we would also, of course, encourage other people to come and support those businesses. I think Karma's bursting at the seams with customers, so maybe leave her for a wee while. I also wanted to say that we still, as a community association, still have some funding left to help people out or give some support with gas and electricity top-ups if needed. Just private message the page. Myself or Noreen will pick up those requests, and it's all very, very confidential. So if you or anyone else you know needs a bit of support or help with an electric or gas top-up, or fuel or whatever, just let us know, and we will endeavour to help as best we can. I'm going to talk about another wee initiative that we talked about this week, and it's the school uniform exchange. So we thought that we would put this out there. I've posted it on our Facebook page, and I've updated it today again. And the whole thought process behind this is for anyone who has any items of school uniforms that they don't need any longer, that the kids have grown out of, that are still in decent enough condition, if you would like to donate them down into the community centre, we'll be open on a Wednesday evening from 6 to 7 and a Saturday morning from 11 to 12. Or if you need someone to come and pick them up, we can also do that. And the logic is that we get everything in sort of by the end of the second week in August. And then we will arrange a date where everything will be sort of hung up on rails or folded or whatever. And then you can book a slot to come in and take your uniform away free of charge. So it'll be like an exchange or a swap system that we'll be using. So we're hoping that people really buy into that, because particularly with the circumstances that we've been in with COVID, the schools closed. You may have had a P7 who's moving on now, and you maybe don't have a younger child, to put that uniform on, and you could possibly donate. That would be really grateful, and I'm sure there's lots of people who would be also grateful to have the opportunity to sort of swap and pick up some items, because we all know how expensive school uniforms are. They really, really are expensive. So hope you'll support us with that. I'll be updating that on the page again. And we already have a few people who have offered to donate, which has been great. I wanted to go back to the old, my war cry, dog poo. So this week I took myself to the council offices and I got a number of these yolks. Okay, the picture's up there. So pick it up before they do. So I, myself and my trusty dog friend Mo were around the meadow the other day and stuck those up on quite a number of lampposts. And the Armagh Road side of the association will be getting done now in the next day or so. We'll get the posters up around there as well. It's a huge problem everywhere. Everyone's complaining about it. Ironically, the day after I put those up, one of our neighbours sent me a lovely private message with a picture of a dog poo strategically placed or left about a metre away from where that was that poster was hung up. So I don't know whether that was a dog protesting or just yet again another completely irresponsible dog owner. It's like walking through a minefield, walking around the meadow and trying to dodge the dog poo. I know there's a whole issue with bins, and I'll personally be addressing that myself, maybe trying to get a few more bins in the area as well. They're like absolute gold dust, but I'll do my best to facilitate getting another couple of bins in and around the area if that will help. Then there's really no excuse then if the bins are there, because a lot of people are saying, oh, but there's no bins and you have to carry your bag and blah, 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 blah. But to be very fair, I know my dog is tiny, but very few people walk miles with their dog. You're basically walking around your own area. So surely to God, you can bag the dog poo and bin it when you go home. But we'll work on that, and we'll continue to advocate for people to behave responsibly with their pets. I wanted to talk about the leisure centre, because the leisure centre from today has reopened. It's on a restricted basis to start off with. So initially, it's open for direct debit members only, and they can actually book a slot in the gym. After the 7th of August, new members and pay-as-you-go people can then book slots. The leisure centre will be open Monday to Friday 9 to 9, Saturday 9 to 4, and then on a Sunday it will be closed. Now, the reason that is, there will be regular cleaning on a daily basis, but on a Sunday they're going to close the leisure centre so they can give it a deep clean in preparation then for the next week. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of people glad to see the centre, or the leisure centre, back open again. I'm sure a lot of people missed it. In relation to our own community centre, we're just patiently waiting to get the go-ahead to get opened up again. And even though we've been closed, we have been quite proactive with a lot of things over the last couple of months, the food bank being probably the main one. And our treasurer, Noreen Rice, is constantly putting in requests and applications for funding. So we're waiting on word back from a few forms that she has sent in and a few applications that she sent in. So we had some sad news in the Meadow and Armagh Road this week when sadly PJ Ruddy passed away. PJ was from Mountain View Drive, and we would like to just extend our sincere condolences to PJ's family, his sons and daughters, and I know he's got many brothers and sisters as well. So he'll be a huge loss for them, and we just want you all to know that we're thinking about you and keeping you in our thoughts. We also have an anniversary this week. We'd like to say a big happy 20th wedding anniversary to Margot and Eugene McDermott, and I believe it was Margot's birthday as well. So 2 celebrations in 1 week, and that's a gorgeous wedding photograph. Look, Margot hasn't changed a bit. She's still stunning. Eugene, you scrubbed up well, and I'm sure you still do. But Margot, that is just a stunning picture of you. So listen, happy anniversary to both of you. I know that you did put up, Margot, that you had a lovely celebration. So congratulations on that. And we have a couple of birthdays. So we have, who's going to come up first? I think we have Rosemary. Yes. So we'd like to say happy birthday. It was your birthday, Rosemary, this week. Kept that one quiet. So happy birthday from everyone at the Community Association and all your family and your friends and neighbours. Hope you had a lovely day. Those look like delicious cakes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the celebrations. And then we had another birthday. This for us is a special birthday. Our very own Vice Chairperson, Jerry Mcdonald, is 60. Yes, I know you can't believe it. He's 60. But they had a fantastic party for Jerry on Saturday evening. And unfortunately, I was working and couldn't make it. But by all accounts, it was a fantastic night and everybody really enjoyed themselves. And Jerry, he's a very well known and very well loved and respected person in the Meadow and the Armagh Road. So we just want to send you all our best wishes. It's his birthday actually tomorrow. And I also wanted to say, I don't have a photograph, a happy 60th birthday also to Hugh Murphy from Slieve Gullion Road. Hugh, happy birthday from everyone at the Community Association and all of your friends and neighbours. And I think that for this week, that is all I had. Because our community centre is not open and our food bank is now sort of gone cold for a while, there's very little happening around the Meadow and Armagh Road. The other thing is we are still able to help people. We actually had got a message this morning, and I know Noreen and that we're out giving some support to somebody today. So look, if anyone is stuck, we are here. We're still here to give support, maybe not on the grand scale that we were doing over the last few months, but we are still here to support friends and neighbours if and when required. So on that note, I shall say goodbye, and I will see you next week with shorter hair because main attraction is going to tame this mane here. So take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you all next week. Bye.